Hello everybody and welcome back to Emerald Dragon. Where we last left off, we got some revenge on behalf of one of our party members who has now left the party. We are also going to buy a better weapon. And then we're going to go and finally strike back against the demon army. Fine, we will buy one long sword. We also get a staff for Tamrin because that increases intelligence, which is magic defense, and, maybe does some other things. I really need to print out that equipment sheet I found. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure it was north of here. Yeah, I was talking about Edgar Figaro earlier, and I was just thinking, both Edgar and Hathram hit on the green-haired heroine, and both of them failed for pretty much the exact opposite reasons. In Tara's case, it's, what is this human thing you call love? And in Tamrin's case, I'm sorry, I've got a very faithful dragon. Yeah, before we do any of that, we're just gonna grab this treasure chest up here. A little piece of extra armor for Farna, that's fine. Let's talk to the soldiers. Okay, we're going to be besieging a fortress. That won't be messy. Yeah, we'll be getting that later. Okay, we need a key and we need to kill the boss to get it. Standard stuff. Parago the Battle Demon. Oh, what's he like? Oh, well, that's a problem. I think I like the Emerald Dragon main theme a bit too much, but I still think they overuse it a little bit in the early game. And there goes Atrushan. We're gonna learn him real good, but later. Oh, that's an opportunity. And we're just gonna follow along behind. Yeah, he looks like a pretty big guy. So, I guess our plan is, while Vegeta's away, we're going to take this chance to take out Nappa. And off we go. We're just going to be heading a little bit north. Yeah, the game is pretty good about pointing you in the right direction, not just with the chat command, but with the map indicators. Oh. Uh-huh. So, what happened? Ah, your troops are divided. And there are enemies outside. Yeah, these guys hit a little bit hard, but they're pretty fragile. They're just the basic demon army grunts. Nothing we can't handle. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I really want Tamarin attacking in melee when she could be, you know, doing spells. You know, like that. That's a good thing to do. It's a very nice thing to do. I wish you did it more. Yeah, the thing is, you don't really get much experience or money from overworld monsters. If you're looking to grind, it pretty much has to be dungeons or else. Oh, how are you gonna accomplish that? Well, that's pretty tried and true. Go for it, guys! Two... 3... Yes, show us what you're made of. Remember that, guys. Okay, so Zam Fortress has some new enemies for us. But not a huge amount of new enemies, and I'm going to start cutting encounters from here on out because this is when they start to get a little bit lengthy. Oh, and this didn't take long at all! Oh, come on, give us time. This is our first fortress siege. Oh, they're just tying them up. What do they even need prisoners for? Okay, this is a scripted encounter, so I'm gonna save right here. Because this is a point where even non-boss scripted encounters can start to get pretty nasty. And hey, more of those evil knights. Yeah, the enemy attack AI isn't always the greatest, but that's the case in many JRPGs. To be fair, bosses like the 7 heroes would be absolutely scary if they... absolutely unbeatable if they had good AI. Okay, these wizards guys are kind of annoying because they not only cast spells, they have more hit points than you think that they should. I'll just try to leave it at that. And they're apparently good at parrying with their wooden stabs. Oh yeah, enemies benefit from magic defense too. Hey, down you go. So, let's move on. That encounter was just full of ghosts, enemies we encountered in the first dungeon, so nothing we need to ever see again. What did you do wrong, sir? I kind of forget what nymph mushrooms do. I think they're a status thing, but I'd better check. Yeah, he seems like that kind of guy. Huge, bald, brute, got a giant axe. That always looks like a guy who likes his job, no matter how gruesome it is. And it's a coat of chainmail. Let's give it to Atrushan. And I kind of forgot to equip a buckler. Oh well. I can fix that. I'm kind of okay with short dungeons. You can't really let a dungeon overstay its welcome. If you're gonna have a really long one, there has to be, like, character interactions like Darm Tower in East 1 and 2. Or the final chapter of Trails in the Sky, second chapter. That was just more wizards and steel soldiers. Okay, a clear potion clears out all status ailments. There are no status ailments that really linger, and we haven't seen status ailments actually start to show up yet, but when they do, it'll be ferocious. Yeah, every dungeon has a chest with that paltry amount of cash in it. Okay, now we're gonna use a tent. You can use tents absolutely anywhere, just like you can save absolutely anywhere. So basically, there's no use to be in top... There's no excuse for not being in top shape before you're about to fight a boss. Oh, hello there. You bet. And that's how we know it's a fan translation, everybody. Oh, you're gonna be one of those villains. Well, killing all ya. Okay, Parago is actually an easier boss than Baron Freyward, despite his extra backup, because he doesn't actually do that much more damage than the Baron, plus you have much beefier and stronger characters at this point. Plus you have the benefit of 3 healers in your party. Parago is aggressive because he's a melee boss, but he's actually not too terrible. He's just a bit durable, but that's pretty much all he's got. With 3 healers, there's basically no excuse to lose. Plus the hit that did big damage there was just a critical, and that's not something you should worry about happening too often. Don't worry, the next boss is going to be more complicated. Well, and that's it. Hit for him. I'm sorry, Parago. Perhaps you'll be less useless in another dimension. Hello! And we'll just crack that open. Now there's one more thing we can do here. If you give him back the key, you can never unlock that door in this area. And that's pretty good, actually. We can't actually buy any stronger weapons in the next town, so finding stuff is pretty good. One of the unusual things about Emerald Dragon, though, is that there are no enemies that really drop equipment, or really anything of note at all for that matter. There are no item drops, there are no weapon or armor drops. You either buy or find your weapons and armor. There's no enemies you can farm for better equipment. This isn't like, well, a lot of other JRPGs, come to think of it. Okay, a new area of the overworld and new enemies. You know, normally I'd take a whack at this game for palette swapping already, but then I remember imps and imp captains in Final Fantasy IV. And hey, another level. Yeah, because I go through the game doing so little grinding, my level is actually a pretty fair indicator of how far I am in the game. I can just look at one of my save files and figure out, oh, I'm at this point in the game. Oh, hello, orcs. Missed ya. Okay, there's not much new equipment to be had in this town. Well, we did blow our way through the fortress. But our job is basically to just go in back and see who we can kill. Well, the problem is that the path here was blocked by the demon army. Now let's take a look at the weapon shop. I wanted to prove something to y'all. And to myself, mainly. Crossbows are not generally worth it. They do decent damage, but they take quite a lot of AP, so it all kind of washes out. And we'll be buying one coat of chainmail. Hathram is going to be on the front lines a lot, so you might as well armor him up. Oh, hey, another casino! Money is not easy to come by. Oh yeah, more of this stuff. Okay, let's challenge Bunny Yellow's minigame. Okay, I'll explain this. This is actually a pure timing game. What you need to do is, from the bottom up, assemble the character that Bunny Yellow tells you to. If you can recognize the patterns as they scroll by, you can stop it wherever you want pretty easily. That's one. Two. And let's see. There we go. No problem. It just takes a little bit of patience in order to read everything. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to hurt you. We were here to play your game. You would probably gloat if we lost. Okay, let's see exactly what we got. Oh, it's, armor for Farna. Well, I guess. For information, check the bar. Wait, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to head out there. No, I don't want to talk to you. Yeah, one of the things is that this game works like Ys in that ramming into people makes you talk to them. There's no talk button. You don't push an action button or anything. Tell us about this town called Phobia. Well, we're gonna have to talk to that guy eventually. It's the rule of plotting. Oh man, if only Rune was here, we could take care of that no problem. Okay. Yeah. Oh, we'd better go there then. You know what? No matter what, we'd better get in there and take a look. Either it's something we can talk to or a boss fight, and I'm fine either way. So, what do you even have to be anxious about? Well, it looks like it's off to the cave for us. It's just a little ways north of here, nothing to worry about. If what's about to happen looks familiar, please understand. Emerald Dragon as a game predated Phantasy Star 4. Yeah, the thing is, when I talk about Emerald Dragon predating anything, the first iteration of this game was in 1989. Which is going to make some things that happen later a little bit interesting. And I'm understating things, I think. Well, looks like Baggin is tired, so we're gonna have to leave him behind. Oh, he's an old wizard. He's like our Gandalf. He'll be alright. And speaking of predating things, oh, hey, it's a group of all of the enemy types in this cave. The scorpions are awful. They increase the defense of everybody around them, and they hit pretty hard. I was just thinking about this earlier, and this was in 1989, and someone like Hathram would actually be the protagonist in most other JRPGs, because there were a lot of them coming out where the protagonist was a prince. Because Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes was around this time, and that had Prince Logan, and then there was also Dragon Quest II. And and later after this, we'd have Fire Emblem with Prince Marth. So having a character like him in the game and also not be the main protagonist is somewhat unusual. Though, who the main protagonist of this game actually is, that's going to become debatable as things progress. And we'll just finish out this random encounter. And there we go, nothing to it. Except horrible damage from scorpions. It's not that great. It's pretty strong, but it has a nasty AP cost, but I'm gonna equip it anyway. Let's me give Hathram the broadsword. Hello! It's a skeleton, you know, like the one you've got inside of you. Let's see, 3 rings for... Oh, okay. She can't, it's precious to her. Yeah, do what you want with that ring, miss. Yeah, we don't loot dead people. Not in this party, anyway. Whoa, where did this come from? Yeah, what I kinda like about this version of the, will they or won't they sort of thing is that Farna might be the absolute worst I've ever seen at hiding it. She is so bad at it that it's magical. And there's the minuscule cash chest, and I didn't delete this encounter because it took no time at all, basically. Goodbye, sir. Man, fighting easy skeletons again is... it's a feeling after playing through so much Dark Souls recently. Hey, I'm not gonna turn down a level. Oh, this looks important. It's a cave. Okay, I have to admit that is unusual. I don't know much about, well, this sort of thing, but I'm assuming it's unusual. For all of you Guild Wars players, there's something in the water! Hathram, don't! Just don't! Now's not the time, Your Highness. And down he goes. Glub. Yeah, don't worry about it, he's fine. Though I have to say, not everyone who joins our party is going to be making it to the end of the game. And how did you survive? What's your secret, Mr. Dragon? I kinda missed another conversation. The Emerald Dragon is the champion of Dragonkind, and that's the dragon that was in the mural at the beginning. One of the problems with this game is that you can miss some very important story stuff by not talking to all of the random NPCs. Yeah, we kinda learned that earlier. Does this dragon look green to you, sir? Thank you. Oh. So, why did you need to make it? Okay, this is a big problem for everybody. Oh, we now have Atrushan's part of the quest. Because for most of the time, we've been following Tamrin's quest to defeat the demon army. But now, the guy we're playing as actually has a goal of his own. I don't know, stabbing works sometimes. Okay, in this game, the Emerald Graces also are what give Atrushan more powerful dragon powers. Oh, and I had to do some digging to find out who Legrasse was. He was a platinum dragon that was an ancient war leader of dragonkind in a previous age. Sure, why not? You're a strong frontliner. Anyway, I'm going to call it a video for now. We will be saving here and continuing our quest next time. Goodbye!